Today's second session as part of the Hug Letterkenny. Uh, Yesterday we had a basic overview. What about Terraform and how the exam? What is the exam pattern? What we are going to give for the next 4 days. Okay. I told you yesterday like a few of the things which we need to do. Just consider like what are the IDs? What are the IDs required for you? For start developing the Terraform. I told you like install Terraform, Visual Studio Code, which I have done. Okay. It is a open source which you can try in even in your projects. Just install Visual Studio Code, which is a freeware. After that, you just click on Visual Studio Code, and then you create some folder in your solution, in somewhere in the C drive or D drive in your application, in your laptop. Then open the folder to set the folder where you want to write the coding. See what I've done? I just selected one folder. It's up to you where you want to write your code. Okay, that's how like you just set the path where you want to write the code. That is the first step. After that, okay, let me do this. I'll just added something. Okay, I'll just show you that. Okay, just consider I have created a folder in my system, Hug Letterkenny Terraform series, and then inside that I've created one file main.tf. As already mentioned, whatever the code you are writing as part of the Terraform, it is always ending with the extension .tf. So I just created one file main.tf. Okay, and before taking with the coding, I just wanted to have, is there any extensions available in the Visual Studio Code which will make your life happy? Go to the extension, Visual Studio Code extensions, then you see like a Terraform. Type Terraform, just select and install those things. Okay, what will happen? It will make your life happy. Okay, it will create an intelligence. If you type T, automatically that the syntaxes, everything comes up populated. Same like in .NET or in Java. So it will try to give the prefixes. Okay, just select the options. It will make your life easy. So just have Visual Studio Code, then have the extensions installed in the Visual Studio Code. After that, let us start. Okay, I just created one file. Even I just rename this file. I'll starting from the first. So it will try to treat whatever the files are there in the system only in your folder, respective folder only. So what I'll try to do, I'll just remove this and then I'll restart this once again. So what are the things required for the first you want to write any programming? First thing, I just created a sample main.tf file and make sure Terraform has been installed, downloaded the portable exe, and the variable has been added to the environmental variable so it can able to detect. Then we need to write which kind of a providers you're trying to use, whether it's Azure, Google, what kind of a cloud provider you're trying to use. So we need to get the syntax. Is it something I need to learn that or not? Or something is available? For that, see Terraform, Azure provider. I'm just clicking on this. Okay, just search internet. Okay, directly you'll get the code. Okay, what are the links? I'll try to share with you guys as well. Okay, I'm just having the references, so I'll share you at the end of the thing, end of the session. Similarly, what are the cloud providers? You just search accordingly, you'll get their respective code, and just copying the base code for the your cloud or your code to authenticate to the Azure cloud. So just copying this section, just click on this provider, click on the provider. Currently it is using Terraform 0.3 plus version. Just copy this section of code in your code. As it is of more Azure, okay. Maybe you should have got a question. What happens if it is something with the other cloud providers? Is it the same or it varies? That also I'll show you. Maybe AWS providers for Terraform. Everything is available in the portal directly. Okay. Just click on the user provider. Just copy the section of code. Okay. I'll try to explain that and then we'll go whatever we needed. Okay. As we are targeting this program Terraform with Azure, we'll keep the Terraform Azure code only. Okay. Okay. First thing, we created a main.tf file, which is required for us to do the proper coding for the Terraform. And then here we need to know which cloud providers you're trying to do the coding, which cloud you're trying to write the infrastructure as a code. For that, we need to use the keyword. We need to use the keyword which we copied from the directly from the portal, Terraform keyword. Inside that, Terraform open close, braces open close. Inside that, they have the required providers. The provider is Azure RM. Azure RM, and this is the source from where it is trying to download. It's from the HashiCorp and version 4.68.0. These are the things which is required for us to download the respective plugins from the providers from the HashiCorp website. And this is the section which is required for us to authenticate to the Azure cloud, so you can able to provision Azure cloud resources. Similarly, if you come to the below section, see here Terraform required providers. Here it was showing as AWS. So we are trying to have the AWS cloud providers, and then source HashiCorp/AWS. Then version. Every once in a while they keep releasing new version. The version keeps changing. Okay. This is about Terraform with required providers for AWS. And then this is the provider which is required for you to authenticate to the AWS cloud. Here we may need to provide the authentication details. Here you need to provide resource group, SCPs. Okay, those things are required. Is it any doubt till now, guys? Any doubt? If it is okay, what I'll do, right? Okay, no, okay, good. What I'll do, I'll remove the Azure AWS related things. Okay, good. As we are targeting Terraform with Azure only, so we just had a simple Terraform file and we just added the providers, and even haven't added anything here. Okay, with authentication. See, normally there are different types of authentication to the Azure cloud. Okay, I'll come back to that. First, let us do the initialization. So first step, when you return the code, the first thing you need to follow is Terraform init. Terraform init is something it will try to initialize your providers. Here it is the Azure RM providers. And guys, keep observing my screen here. Here, see clearly in this folder I have only main.tf file only. After doing this command, after running this command, it will changes. Lot of changes will be there in this folder. See, sorry, I think it is taken as a prompt. One second here. Wait. Let me close it. Because I have a Copilot installed in my laptop, it has taken it in a different manner. One second. Let me take to the terminal. Okay, now it is clear. Now I do this Terraform init. Okay, Terraform init, which is trying, see here, which is trying to initialize. It is initializing the backend. Okay, initializing the backend and initializing the provider plugins and installing the Azure HashiCorp Azure RMV version. Why 4.6.8.0? Because it has been mentioned in my file. This is the version which I need from the HashiCorp portal to be downloaded. See, once I've done the init, right? It has downloaded the packages. Okay, when it is downloaded, it has created a folder for me, .terraform. And then see here inside this, it has created multiple folders. Inside this folder, I have one portable exe. This. There's one file here. If you want to make it more clear, I'll go to this folder properly. It has created one file .terraform, providers, regist.terraform, HashiCorp, Azure RM. See here, inside that it has downloaded a file, exe file, portable exe file. Okay, this will help us to run your code locally. If it is in any pipeline, it will try to initialize the respective packages. That is one thing. Okay, that is as part of the init. Terraform init, it will try to initialize your providers. And after that, it has created one file for me. It's a .terraform.log.htcl file. What this file will do, it will trying to restrict your solution Terraform code to a version. Currently, it is been locked to a version. If you want to change any version, then we need to upgrade your code. That is one thing which I need to cover. Okay, and then in the main.tf, this is for the authentication purpose. Okay, how we can able to authenticate to the Azure cloud. There are different ways. So as of now, I just follow the basic thing. Okay, what happen if you try az space login in your terminal? It will open a Azure cloud portal URL. See here, it is trying to open an Azure cloud URL. Okay, and then and make sure you are having portal.azure.com access with your personal ID. Okay, or any other client, because we need some kind of access to the Azure cloud to do this practice. Yeah, so I selected that. Okay, let us try this. One second here. Have it already authenticated here. See, because when you try this, it will try to show like it is been authenticated. If it is authenticated, what it will try show, right? It will show a message here. Okay, it will show what is the default one, and then what is the one you want to choose. Okay, select a subscription. I want to go with the second one. Okay, I have two subscription in my case. Okay, I just selected the different subscription. Okay, and it has been updated, and it's currently it's been authenticated for me. Okay, so what I've done, downloaded the run the Terraform init. So it has downloaded my required providers. So you can see in the local, and then in the provider section, you can pass your resource groups, a different kind of authentication, which I'll try later. As of now, I tried with one kind of authentication, which using AZ login. Just type AZ login in the solution folder wherever your code is there. Then it will try to open a browser. You try to authenticate to the your Azure login, and then select the subscription. Well and good. So authentication is done. Okay. So now next thing, let us try to provision something. Maybe let us try to create a simple resource, not bigger one. What I'll try to do, like I'll just create a simple resource group. Okay. And then coming to this, whenever the provider, you need to use the provider, and these names will be changing accordingly. Okay. And one more thing which I want to mention. See, what of the resources you're trying to provision in the cloud or using the Terraform, everything which you're trying to provision using IAC is a resource. So you need to use the keyword resource, and then so every resource will have a different syntaxes. Here, if it is a resource, any resource which you're trying to provision using Terraform is a resource, and you need to mention what kind of a resource it is. I want to provision Azure resource group. So this is the name which is being given as per the documentation, and this is up to you what kind of a name you want to give. As you declaring any variables, similarly you can do anything. Here I can give dev rg, maybe my dev resource group, and inside that it is asking two mandatory fields. Okay, it is a name and a location. What you wanted to create. Okay, maybe I want Letterkenny, hug Letterkenny, hug Letterkenny 2 dot resource group, and then I want this location to be in the West Europe. Okay, I want to show this. Why is there anything differences with other resource groups? Let me show you. Well, okay, for example, I want to provision something with a Azure blob storage. Resource Azure. I think let us go to the syntax directly, and then you can search for it. Azure blob storage. See, make sure you know about Azure cloud. Okay, you can't do anything automation, but you should know some basics about the cloud before doing anything. Okay. See here, if you want to create any storage account, and these are the mandatory fields which you need. So I'm just copying this code. See here, if you want to create a Azure storage account, you need to use, see, as I mentioned, why I copied this. Everything is a resource, and this keyword varies. Okay, the second keyword after the resource, it varies based on the resource which you want to create. And then after that, the name is up to you. Okay, maybe my dev storage account. And then as per the documentation, it is clearly mentioned these are the mandatory fields it is needed. These are the 5 mandatory fields which we needed. Okay, so we need to pass accordingly. Okay, then it will be configured. Okay, let us do. Any questions as of now? Any questions, guys? I'll just remove this code. Uh, just keeping it as a reference. So I'll try to share with you guys. See, currently, I just wanted to provision a simple resource group. Okay, then we'll try to make it our uh, details more further. Okay, let me go back to my console, Azure console, and see is there any resource group with Hug Letterkenny. I think there was a different name. Let me delete this. Okay, I just deleted this, so I want with this name. So we just saw the init now. Now let us see other plans now. Okay, which we didn't have a gone through yesterday. I think this thing I can hide it. Okay, let me make it minimize this. So let us make more clear to you guys. Okay, so now I'm trying to do plan. What Terraform plan is something. It will try to show the plan what is going to perform with this code. What are the code you have written? It will show you the plan, actual plan, what is going to happen if you apply these changes as per your configuration file. Uh, it may varies because it have an interaction with the internet, all those things. Okay. Okay, here future is required. Okay, something it was saying something like you need a future. Okay, I know that because here in Azure something we need to have these features. If this tag is not there, it will fail. Okay. It clearly shows what it's going to do, but it's not applying the changes. It is conveying the proper message to the user. It may take time based on your network, all those things. Okay, just wait seconds. In the meantime, okay, I may see how many people are there. Yeah. Okay, if you see the plan, right, when I clicked on the plan, see here clearly Terraform used the selected provider to generate the following execution plan. The resource actions are indicated with the following symbols because as it is created for the first time, it is showing with the green symbol create. Terraform will perform the actions. A resource group with the name will be created. But ID is something which will be known later, but with these names it will be created in this location with the name. Okay, that is something plan. As I said, we need to follow ABC of Terraform. In it will try to download the providers, then plan. It will show you as per the code which you have written. It's for example, in this case, I have only resource group. What happened? I have VM, SQL Server, a lot of things. But in that way, it will show all the things. Okay, when the code is more, it will show all the resources. Even I'll go to that later. Now I'm fine with the change. I've written the code to create only one resource group. Now applying the change. Okay, guys, make sure you're giving the proper syntax. Let me clear this. Terraform apply. Terraform apply is something it will try to apply the changes based on the configuration files what you have written. It will go and check your file main.tf files. Is there anything in this folder? In the hug Letterkenny Terraform series folder, it will check any configuration files has been written or not. If it is written, it will try to give the plan first. Same as a Terraform plan, it will give you the plan. Then it will ask for the user to give a confirmation. Then it will apply the changes. It will rechecking. Okay, it is rechecking the user to give confirmation. Then it will apply the changes. See here, the same as per the Terraform plan, it has also shown the plan. Apply is also will show the plan. It will ask for the confirmation. Once I give yes, it will create the resource group. Let us wait for that. Let me go back to my cloud console also and see whether this resource group is there. Is there anything with the name Letterkenny? No, right? Let us go back here. Still, it'll take a few minutes, few seconds. Or it'll be faster only. See, it is getting creating. Yeah. See, some of the resource may take time. Maybe resource group is smaller is good. What happened if it is a SQL server? It may take huge amount of time. Something it needs some configuration, some installations, all those things. It will take time. That totally depends on the resource to resource varies. Okay. So it has created one resource group for us. See here, I can see this resource group. Hug Letterkenny 2.org. This has been created using my code. So we done the three process: init, plan, and apply. Terraform init, Terraform plan, and Terraform apply. And then make sure you're having a Azure login accessed with you. Then you can able to run it properly. Okay. Any doubts for this before taking to the other point? Any doubts? Guys, you can ask any doubts if you have, please. Meantime, I'll just add the people. Guys, some people can admit the people. Okay. Still some people are there in the queue. Okay. Any questions? Clifford, Jason, Paul, any questions? Oh, okay.
I have one question.
Please, Brijesh.
So we declare multiple cloud providers in the same
I, I-
file.
I'll do that. I'll do that as well. Okay. As of now,
Okay.
you're clear. You're clear with this
Yes.
question till now. Yeah, that's good. Because as we just followed the simple things, then we'll go step by step approach. That is my plan. Okay. And
Okay.
today we'll
Thank you.
go till 4:45 my time. Okay. Maybe last seven minutes. We'll try to have question and like some kind of a quiz or like a raffle. We'll do that. Okay. Coming before coming to your question, I need to cover few things, Brijesh. Then I'll go to that question. Okay. See, during the process, right after the applying, it has created one file for me. Earlier, I've been telling you guys keep observe the folder, how the folder has been changing on day to day, like when you are doing the changes. Like when you're done doing like init, apply, and plan, you see a lot of things are getting changes. Okay, when you do a init, it has created folder Terraform providers, it has created downloaded exe. After that, it has created one log file, and after you applying the changes, it is creating one state file, terraform.tf state. It will create a state file. Okay, and then I have a question to you guys. Okay, okay, what will happen if I run the same code once again? Just now I ran the code, right? What will happen if I run the same code one more time? Any answers? Any answers, please? Any answers? What will happen in this case if I run the same code one more time? Is there any changes? Is there any resource group will be created? Please, what will be the answer? Please, guys. Maybe you can speak as well. You can put the message as well. Okay. Instead, you can speak, right? It will be very easy for me. Okay. What is your question?
There will be there
Hmm?
will be no changes.
Yeah, correct, correct. Maybe for others, like let us see what others telling. Abhishek. Yeah. Because we are targeting from the freshest to the medium level. That is the reason. Yeah. What about others? Okay. That uh, okay. That's fine. Okay. Let me show you. If you don't want to tell, that is fine. I'm just making it more clear here. I'm just doing that. What will happen if I do Terraform apply one? See, it's up to us. Maybe for the first time, it is required for us to run init. Okay, it's not required for us to run init every time. That is, whenever you're doing any changes, Terraform provider related changes, then init is required. Now I'm trying to see the plan. Is there anything? Okay, I want to run the same code one more time. Is it Terraform plan is required every time? It's up to us. Even Terraform apply also will show you the plan. I'll use for next 9 minutes for doing certain kind of things. Then in the last 5 minutes, we'll do the raffle part today. See here, it is detected saying no changes. Why? How it is detecting there is no changes? Because after applying for the first time, it has created a Terraform state. State file is knows what are the resources has been created using this solution folder. If you want to review your state file, we have something like state list. These comments are there. I'll try to show where exactly these comments are there. Okay. You can query this state file. Okay. State list. When a given Terraform state list, it will show what are the resources has been created using your code. Has has some resources are there in the state file. Whenever you do plan and apply. Okay. First, it will check your configuration files. Configuration files will compare with state file. Okay. If both are same, it will show no changes. If any changes, then it will show accordingly for us. For example, I'm trying to change the resource group from 2 to 3. All right. Keep observing, guys. There are a lot of changes happens to the folder. I'll highlight it one more time. Let us make the folder font a little bigger for others. See, I just change the resource group name from 2 to 3 now. Okay. And then I'm seeing what are the changes will happen. Okay. See here, it is saying it will be replaced. Why? Whenever if you want to replace any resource group in Azure, we can't do anything like a rename. If you want to rename or you want to go with a new name, definitely the existing should be deleted then to be created. So that is the reason it is saying force replacement. As it is a deletion, it was showing as a minus. If it is any changes, it will show in the orange color. Okay. Because in my state file, you go back to the state file, I can see in the state file everything will be there. Okay, what is the resource group, what are the names, everything will be stored in that. Okay, as we are changing different, that's why the difference is getting shown here. So okay, one second here, as it is showing clearly, it is getting one second. As we already saw the plan, I want to perform it. Okay, second here. One second. Okay, fine, let me clear. So now I'm planning to apply the changes. Terraform apply. Even apply, right, as it every time it is asking for the confirmation to the user. If I don't want the confirmation, I can use one more command, terraform apply hyphen auto approve. So it won't give you any confirmation. It won't ask for the user to give confirmation. Okay, I want to apply directly. Okay, now let us get the apply the changes. Then I'll show some more changes. See here, when for the first time it will create terraform.tf state file. For the second time, it is trying to create a backup of that file because that file is getting changed. See here, one repose, one to add, zero to change, and then one to destroy. One is getting added and other will be destroyed. Currently, it will try to destroy and then recreate because the code is got changed. Let it get do, and then let it happen. See here, it has created one more state file, terraform.tf state.log.info, and then it will create a backup file actually. Let us show that as well for you. Mm, it is destroying.
Hmm.
Mm. Any questions, guys? Good. See what happened once everything. See what happened. The existing resource group has been destroyed. Now the new resource group is getting created. Go back and see. Have a look. See here, there is nothing with the Letterkenny name, and the new has to be created. Still, it is going on. Going on. It is done. Okay. See this. See this. Hug Letterkenny3.org is there. Okay. And one more thing before going to another question. Okay. See here, it has created a backup file. Okay. Because the existing one is something different, but now this is other different. Something you want to maintain in the real-time scenarios, what we'll do the state file store in the backends. We'll try to cover tomorrow that session, and then where we'll store the files as a version enabled in that storage account. So it will be all the backups will be there. And now I need to cover one more thing. Okay, I want to delete this code. Okay, I want to delete whatever it is done. Is there any other way we can delete? So for that, to delete, we need to do terraform destroy. Command is wrong. Terraform destroy. I want to delete what is there in this current folder. Whatever the resources has been created in this folder, I want to destroy. So we'll see this plan, what will happen. In the meantime, Brijesh asked me like how I want to use other provider as well. Let me check the code for that. Okay, maybe I want to introduce AWS Terraform provider. Let me check the code for that. AWS Terraform provider. I'll go to this. Brijesh, if you want to use other providers, you need to copy this section of code. I'll just copy this section of code. Just keep it as a reference. Still, this is going on. Let it complete first. So it is asking for me to give the confirmation. Just given the confirmation. Okay. Similarly, like our Terraform apply auto approve. If you give that option auto approve, it won't ask for the confirmation. Similarly, even in the destroy also, you can use the command. Let us do check this. Has I'm a bit slow because as I'm giving some basics. Okay. So whatever the code it is there in the resource group, it is trying to get destroy. Let it get destroy. Destroying. It is checking in this resource group. Subscription it is going and destroy. Okay. Okay. We go back to my cloud provider, cloud console. Not here. I think it is there in a different browser. Yeah, just refresh your my cloud console. See, there is nothing. Good. Okay, it is destroyed totally. Good. Still my code is there in the code. That is good. If we go to my state file, see there is nothing. Everything has been erased. Everything has been deleted. Just clear this file and then see if you want to check is there anything in the state file. Okay. If you want to query the state file, you just type Terraform state. You get the list of commands. Okay. As of earlier, I tried only Terraform state list. What are the resources has been created earlier? For that, you need to give the command Terraform state list. As there is nothing, it was showing as a empty. Okay, that is the thing. As we followed init, apply and plan, we applied the changes. Plus, what are the code has been created? We deleted everything. And then our friend asked one question to me: how we can able to have? Is there any two different providers? I'm just commenting this code. What are the code it is there? The same way the JavaScript other way. Here also we can comment the code. I'm trying to add AWS provider as well. Okay. See here, if you see the AWS and Azure, both are same here. Terraform required providers. Inside that they have Azure RM. Now I need to include AWS as well. Just add this AWS as well. Just add that. Just as these two things are required, both are two different providers. Okay. And then we need to do as we added something new in our code. Okay, view terminal. Keep observing. Keep observing the folder one more time properly. What happened? It has providers. In the provider section, it is having HashiCorp Azure RM only. Now let us go and do the init one more time. As we added a new Terraform provider, that is AWS. Here, we added the AWS version 6.4.0. I'm doing init now. And this is trying to initialize your backend. So it's trying to download your AWS providers. Okay. Has already Azure RM is there, so it will try to reuse it. For AWS, it will trying to download. I'll show you this thing and then I'll show the blocks. Then we'll go back to the raffle today. Go back to this folder. See, it has created a folder, Terraform AWS version, and then respect to exes will be downloaded. Is it clear, Brijesh? Hope it's clear, right,
Yes, Sachin.
Brijesh?
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's fine. And then code and all same. Okay, how you want to write that all differs. Same. Okay, and then this is the code. You really want this code? What are the code? I'll try to give it for you. Okay, there is nothing much is there. Okay, literally there is nothing code has been written here. What I'll do, if you want, I'll just put it or I'll try to share in a blog kind of thing. Okay, I'll try to do that. And then what else? Let me share the blogs one more time. What are the things we used as part of this? And then we'll go with the RAPL. This is the blog which I've been telling you. Okay. You try to have one console access. Better to have Azure. We are trying to go. And these are the basic commands. Okay, Terraform init. What is init? Plan, apply, destroy. What is the state file? What is the refresh? Few other commands like that. Okay. Till this we covered today. I'm just putting this in the chart, and then one second, let me put it. Then I'll go with the raffle for today. Okay. Okay. One second, let me do this. I think we have 13 people. One second here. Let me put this. Let me close all other windows. So we'll do this. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Maybe I'll have 1 minute questions. In the meantime, what I'll do, right? I'll try to add the names. I don't want the people to put the messages. Just call me because I'm trying to add their names in my wheel of frames. Okay, for the raffle. Please, any questions? Please ask me. Okay, if any questions, maybe if somebody names are not there in the raffle, please let me know. Here. Second, Jason is there. Blessy Vincent. Okay. Blessy Vincent. Is anybody else missing here? Blessy Vincent. Paul Shrikant Subama. Asin. Anyone else? So all good, right? So we have totally 12 members. So we should have here 12 around. Should have 12. This is referral is for the book, ebook from the author. If you go back and see this, the session, Let me edit this. This raffle is for the book. 1 second here. I'll try to give you a code where directly you can go to the website and you can able to download the code. Okay. 1 second here, not this one. So this is the book which I'm trying to give for you guys. But it's not with Azure one, but it's not with the AWS one. I'm trying to give for the Azure one. Okay. Where directly I'll give you a code which will help you to download the code with 100% discount. Okay. For that, I'm going to do raffle today. I think so. All the people are there, right? Good. Okay. What I'll do. That's good. Praveen is there. Okay. Let us do this. And okay, fine. Here, shuffle. One lucky winner will be given ebook today. Let us start. 3, 2, 1. What is this? Something happened. Shuffle, right? That is fine. And then here, wait. Something is there. Way to sort. Add the image. One second. Spinning is there here. Sorry. Okay. Sort. Yeah, I'm checking where is the spin here. Praveen. Praveen, can you be loud? Where is the spin? Yeah, right. Start. Thank you. Started. Good. I think we have the winner for today. Yasin. Yasin, just put your email ID in the chat. Okay, I'll give you the code how to redeem that ebook. Yasin. Congratulations, Yasin. Anything you want to speak, Yasin? Hello. Yasin, you want to speak anything, Yasin?
No, thank you
Okay, good. Nice.
for giveaway.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
fine. Thank you, guys. Can you please let me stop recording first? Maybe guys, can you come in a video? Okay, I'll just take a picture and then we'll wind up for today. Can you just come in a picture like a video for a minute? Okay, I'll just take a picture and we'll wind up for today. Is it okay, guys? You have any problem? Yeah, thank you, Srinath. Anand, anybody like? Thanks, Valen. Yeah, thank you. Just a minute, we'll close it out accordingly. Yeah, very fast. Anybody want to come online? No. Thank you. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, thanks, Clifford. Anybody else? Paul, Anand, Yasin, Brijesh. Say yes at least. You want to come online or not at least? So I can take a picture and then I can wind up. Okay, that's fine. Then
Srini,
yeah.
something wrong with my video. I'm not
Okay,
able to
okay.
come online.
Yeah, thanks, Brijesh. Thanks, Brijesh. Thank you. I think let us take a picture. Okay. 1 second. Let us take one picture. 1 second. Thank you. I've taken a picture. Good. Thank you. I think let me stop recording. Yeah. Let me stop recording. Thank you. Then tomorrow we'll connect at 4:30. Thank you. Maybe I'll be